Here are 5 things I wish I knew starting up as an interior designer in Nigeria. Number 1, the same energy you put into getting those low-end clients are the same energy you put getting the high-end client. So pick your struggle. Choose wisely. Number 2, you're always going to have conflict with this client. Conflict as in arguments, not fights, not quarrels. What I always tell my students are, there are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, just interest. For example, you might have a client today that is supposed to balance you maybe a sum of, let's say, 100,000 for a job that he did, and you've been trying to read that client and he has been dodging, or Nigerians now, you know how they do. That same client has the potential to bring a bigger job the next year, so sometimes you just have to count your losses and let go. Number 3, make sure you tell your client the truth about any job you're undertaking. For instance, if a job is going to take 2 weeks, you should be able to tell the client, this job is going to take 2 weeks. But I always advise, tell them 2 weeks and more, so that their expectation should be like maybe 3 weeks. And if you finish in 2 weeks, that's fine. It's still within range. Then sometimes these clients have their houses built on waterlogged areas, and you as an interior designer know the truth that there is nothing you can do. Maybe if they are not open to polystyrene treatment of the wall and you're just doing maintenance, tell them that it is a maintenance and they have to do it every 2 to 3 years. Don't tell them that this job you are doing is going to solve their problem. Make sure you let them know that this is just a maintenance and they have to do it after every 2 or 3 years. Number 4, go out and network. Go out and network. You can't be in your house and expect other people to refer you. Well, referral is good and word of mouth is good, but you have to go out and network. Go out and look for these potential clients. Introduce yourself as an interior designer or a building finishing engineer. Number 5, if your client likes it, that is all that matters. I know some of us have our ideologies on how a sitting room should feel and look. Some of us feel like a sitting room should always be white. Some of us feel it should be a different color. But I have clients, male clients I dare to see, that wanted like a light shade of pink. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to who is paying. If your client likes it, that is all that matters. Sometimes you have a design that you are already going for or shooting for, then they tell you to stop there. They prefer it like that. That is all that matters. Don't try to overdo. Don't try to make them wait for the finished product. They are paying for it. So it is all that matters. Sometimes they want 2 different wallpaper to be used in the same room. That is all that matters. Learn to unlearn. And if you have other things you've learned on this journey of being an interior designer, and I have not mentioned them here, please let us know in the comments. I know some people will be grateful for that information. Thank you. Subscribe.